April 2023 results meeting today. So how did our month go? What did we end up with? Let's see here. We ended with 548,000. Okay. So you know, it's just the end of the month, and every month is an opportunity for us to acknowledge our hard work, even though if the numbers aren't where we want them to be. It's just a month completed, a month we were able to work together, and there's just so many highlights within every month, challenges we overcame. So I just want to still be in celebration mode that we were able to overcome that month. I'm kind of happy that it's a new month, but April we survived, and here we are today. So thank you guys for a great April, and let's get up for ourselves. All right, numbers wise, it was our lowest month since December 2022, so it hasn't been that too long. It's not like, oh, it's our worst month in the years, you know. It's just December where we sold less than that. That's when Bristol West went away. So I think what we did was during the last, you know, award ceremony, we kind of saw the chart, like where we go up, go down, go up, go down. Okay, so in a way, it's not surprising where we see a month go down because we've been through this before. Like every year, it's not like every single month is our best month ever. You know, we go down, we reset, we figure things out, and we bounce back. So we're just going through one of those months right now, but we still made the best out of it. Okay, 548,000. And compared to last year, okay, just 1 year ago, we were at 350,000. So again, if you look at the big picture, like still a lot better than where we were last year, and we thought we were doing great last year, you know. So we got to put things into perspective and still appreciate the opportunity we have, and look at it in a positive way, because there's a lot of positives, and sometimes when you're in the midst of things, it doesn't seem like it, but great things come from obstacles. So that's going to be part of the theme we're going to talk about today, but I just want to let you guys know that it was a hard month, okay? I also at the same time just want to be honest and just let you guys know that financially, I lost a ton of money last month, but you know, it's just all for the future. And good thing I have money saved up. But anytime we have a difficult month, it's a time for us to kind of reassess, re-strategize, and improve. And really growth comes when your back's against the wall sometimes. And sometimes when things are going fine, you just kind of cruise and you don't make any changes and start things dipping. But you know, when things don't go well, that's really the time when we really figure what we're made out of. So I'm excited about the challenge. I'm really excited about the challenge because of you guys, who's on our team, and that's really what makes me optimistic and still be able to come here and give my best for you guys. All right, let's talk about, it's not March, but the winners, okay, the journey we're on. This is what today's meeting is going to be about, our journey, and then how to overcome stressful times. Maybe you guys don't feel as much as me, but I just want to share with you guys, some of you guys do probably feel distressed too, because what happens to me affects you guys. So how to, you know, and then life, there's always going to be some challenging times outside of business, personal life, you know, and a lot of us are going through it right now, you know, and sometimes I only talk to some of you guys, and I know what you guys are going through, and some of you guys are going through stuff that I have no idea about, you know. So just want to help you guys out from my experience, how to overcome and go through the challenging times. Let's talk about some cool stuff that's been happening recently, and we're getting a lot of new people licensed. All right, so here are some new license alerts. Who do we have in this room? Jazz, let's get up for Jazz. How's your experience getting your life license?
It was a little stressful, but we did it.
You did it? It was something that's been a goal of yours for a long time, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's always good to see someone accomplish their goals that they have for a long time. And I think you did it in a very efficient way. You know, what Jazz did was she also invested her own money in her classes because it was more expensive class, but she did it on herself. And then from the moment she studied to getting it done, it was just a 3-week span. So in a way, she just got it done. And I think that really motivated other people to follow her footsteps. So way to lead the way in getting that license, and I think that started a trend of more people getting licensed. So let's get up again for Jack. All right, and then we have Jamie, who got her personalized license. So let's give it up for Jamie. So she started in October 2022, and it was a big fear of hers. I'm not sure why it's a fear, but it was a fear. And she got really close, and then the good thing was she just took it right over again, and she passed. I think the last time she passed, she missed it by like 2, and then she got it done a week later. So, and she was actually having some major health issues during that time, that weekend too. Left early on Friday. So it's cool for us to see people, you know, really toughen up, like I talked about in the last attendance meeting, and just do what you can, even though things aren't ideal situations, to get the job done. And then who else do we have in this room? Marty. Let's get up for Marty. How do you feel, Marty?
Good.
Yeah?
Ready for the next one.
Ready for the next one already, all right?
Yep.
All right. So yeah, I think I remember it happening to Laura too, but sometimes when you take the test and you pass, you're just like a huge relief, and you almost like get sick from that because of like how much anxiety was built up. Even though while she was getting her license, she had a 96% attendance still, pretty much only missed days when she had to take the test. 86 payments, 500 phone calls, close to 20 phone hours, just started in January too. Okay, so getting her life license out of the way and kind of taking that one first, because that's kind of what our agency needs. So willing to do that for us, and then also going through some difficult times too, but still, you know, getting it done. You know, we all have stuff going on, but getting the job done is, if you put your mind into it and believe in yourself, it can be done, and that's what she was able to do. So let's get it for Marty again. And then we'll get into the winners. So for April 2023, we have some life results I want to share with you guys. So the one submitted apps, so everybody got $100 each. It's America, Linda, Eva, and Espady. And I think America, Linda's, and Eva's all closed so far. I think Espadi's is pending. So really appreciate them talking to, a lot of times these were sales situations after they closed the deal, mention life insurance, send it to Laura or Jason, or situations where, you know, you're just talking to somebody, right, Eva, and you just bring it up. You know, I think Eva's getting a great habit of doing that, sharing her story or telling people how much she pays, because sometimes people think it's way too much, and mentioning it. I think one thing that we could do a lot better job too is when people come into our office too. Okay, we should be talking to those people for sure, mentioning life insurance. But I feel some people are really, really trying for us, which is what we kind of need right now, and I really appreciate the ones that are. And we have a couple people here with 2 submitted apps, so that's Jasmine, and those closed today, so that's awesome. And Marty also sent 2, and I think maybe 1 or 2, both of them have sold. So that has led to a big life month for us, okay? And I'd like to see these numbers go up, because again, farmers want us to sell more life insurance, okay? They don't want us to sell the auto and homes right now. It's pretty clear, right? But the life insurance they want to, and we want to sell what they want us to, because they like it and we make money. So it's a win-win for both of us. And a result of everybody's effort, we got 4 sales from Jason, and he made $612 in commission off those 4 sales. And then Laura had 5 sales and made $1,760. So the life results I'm very happy with, and again, this is going to be a major part of our operation, so we're going to share the results every month. But let's give it up for everybody on this page here who contributed it. And yeah, I'd like to see more people on that list there, so we have more sales. We also have 2 more licensed agents now, Jazz and Marty, who's going to be on the sales side, but we also want more people on the submitted app side too. All right, so most hours worked. How was April for attendance? March was actually a good month, okay? And then April was sort of terrible, and then I had the meeting and it got better. But overall it was bad, okay, 83%. If I have 24 people here, that's like 4 call-offs a day. But it got to a point where it's pretty bad, so we had to have the attendance meeting. But we still want to recognize the ones that were here, okay? We have Angelica at 104%. It's her first full month, and she didn't miss any time, and I think she worked a Saturday already, okay? So that's great. Prior to this list, I also want to give it up for Alexis and Enrique, both at over 100% too. So they're showing that their dependability, which I really appreciate. Jason at a 105%. So we had some good numbers on the top, but the bottom was a lot low. And then the first place finisher for most hours worked in April goes to, and then the first place finisher. So again, really high numbers at the top there, but the agent who's in this room with the top attendance for last month was America. Let's get up for America. So she is at 102% for the whole year, which is amazing. From January 1st to this right now, she's over 100%. And she's actually the year-to-date leader too, meaning that for the whole year, she's leading the team in most hours worked. So really, really just thankful for her commitment, okay, and her dependability. So she is leading the team in year-to-date numbers at 102%, which is amazing because from January 1st to now, she has over a perfect attendance. And I'm just very thankful for her commitment and her dependability. And then we have most payments made. We have some candidates here. We have third place with Marty with 86. Marty's getting a lot of love. And Eva at 110. And then the first place finisher goes to Genesis with 116. Congratulations, Genesis. Now this is 5 months in a row. And obviously she's won it every single month. That means she's a year-to-date leader too. And one thing about Genesis I share with you guys in every meeting is that she's always here before 8. So now she's kind of getting here even before me sometimes because I have been having a hard time sleeping and getting here, waking up. But very, very dependable, gets us early. Now she's in charge of the voicemails, gets here, calls them, and is helping us in more ways than she has been. So really great to see, great contribution from everybody. So it's good for Genesis again. That's what I love to see, everyone growing and being able to take more responsibilities. Most phone hours, we have Jazz at 47, Laura at 51 hours, and then the agent with the most phone hours goes to America with 60 hours on the phone. And again, she's leading our agency year to date too with 58 hours on the phone. So one thing is to be here all the time, but another thing is to always be working. And one thing about America is sometimes I want to say something to her, but I can't find a chance throughout the day because she's literally always on the phone. So it's hard for me to catch her when I walk by her when her phone's not on it. So this just shows her that not only is she here, but when she's here, she's really giving it her all. So I really appreciate that. Most phone calls, we have Jasmine at 1,200, Laura at 1,200, again taking massive action. And then the first place finisher for this category as well goes to America with 1,305. So let's get up for America again. And this is really the first time anyone has won all 3 categories as far as what I consider working hard, which is being here, phone hours total, phone hours, and phone calls. So winning all 3 categories is something that I'm extremely proud of to see and thankful for. Highest closing ratio. Okay, due to I think the second half of the month, it really makes sense that our closing ratio wasn't as high. In fact, a lot of the quotes we did last month, it's taking 15 days, so maybe a lot of them will start closing this month. And then we had the double down payment and all the stuff. So these numbers didn't really look that great this month, but these were still our best. Okay, Laura and America both at 11%, Jason at 12%, and then the first place finisher for highest closing ratio goes to Jeanette with 28%. Maybe we should all just go straight to ITC. Yeah, real sales pro. For those of you guys that sit close to her, she just knows how to talk to people and knows how to just get the yes. Okay, it's something that we really need as an organization here. Is we still need to sell. We really need to sell, and her production is very much appreciated because it's very much needed right now. Most broker fees. All right, so this category is getting bigger and bigger each month. We have Jasmine at 3,404. There we go. Laura with 3,600. And then the first place finisher for most broker fees in the month of April goes to Jeanette with 6,207. Now this is her first full month, because March she started in the middle. So to be able to have this type of numbers in it, sort of makes sense, but you never know until someone starts, because this is like kind of like what her background is. But still, you never know until someone starts what they are able to produce. But because of those high broker fees and charging over $100 for every single policy, she made an extra $1,500 on her commission. So it adds up. And as much as it was hurting last month, these broker fees are very much necessary for us to keep things going as far as cash flows goes, as far as how much I spend versus how much I make in. So the broker fees is something I very much appreciated. So way to go, Jeanette. All right, best month ever. We have a couple winners only this month, okay, but still it's their best month ever, and I want to recognize them for having the best month ever. And the first one is in this room. Who do we have? Victoria with 27,000 skills. This is only her second full month. So first month was a partial month, 2,000. First full month, 16,000, and now she's at 27,000. So just like I talked about with Genesis, but that's all I can ask for is just progression. When I see that, I'm happy. No matter how small it is, but when people are making the right steps towards their future and learning and adapting to how we do things, and I see improvements, then that's all I can ask for. But 27,000 is something that she was able to do in her second full month. 25K, getting up to 25K, sometimes it's difficult when you start here, but she was able to do that in her second full month. So great things for come for Victoria. And then we have another person with her best month ever, and that is Jeanette with 32,000. Again, we just talked about her broker fees, but I also want to recognize her for her 100% attendance too so far. It wasn't attended; it was like 98, but combined with her first month, she's averages 100% for the whole year, and not only being dependable but also closing deals. All right, and then we have a third place finisher here. We're gonna get to a third place finisher. Third place, top 3 in the agency is a special group to be in. All right, so we got Laura and Jazz, who are just absolutely incredibly consistent. So third place seems like a pretty big goal to get to, a pretty big mountain. But we have someone new to join this category here. As you should be. Kalia has been in that group, America has been in that group, and that's it. Okay. So we have here 106% attendance. That's how you gave your chance to get to the top 3. Close to 800 calls, 44 phone hours. And I think the biggest one that really made a difference was the 4Life. And again, the life insurance is something that farmers want, and underwriting is a lot easier than the auto. And I remember when he first started, he just said, what are your goals? And he told me to finish in the top 3 one day. And from when you first start to getting there, it just seems like a huge mountain. But I'm happy to see him get there. Third place finisher for April. Let's get up for Jason. Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, and then we have our second place finisher. 93% attendance. Third in phone calls, 47 hours on the phone. High closing ratio, 11%. Number 3 in broker fees. Got her life license too at the same month. So it's not easy to get your license and also be, top 2. And our emotional leader. If you ever feel like things are falling apart and you need someone to tell you that it's going to be okay and is very believable, then this is the person to talk to. Let's get up for Jasmine. Wasn't that easy this month. And then the first place finisher, we have somebody that has now reached over 100K for 8 months in a row. 100K is a big number. Made a huge deal out of it 8 months ago, but to consistently do that every single month is just absolutely amazing. Averaging 130K a month, 95% attendance, second in phone calls, over 50 hours on the phone, 3,600 broker fees, 5 life policies. And let's just break down again what she was able to do last month. 17 Aspires, 25 Farmers Auto, 1 Earthquake, 12 homes, 9 Infinity, 8 commercial autos, 4 NatGens, 2 Nations, 3 rental properties, 1 Sunco. Literally nothing she could do. Let's get up for Laura Martinez. So yes, still our MVP, literally just leading the way with sales. And again, sales is something that we really, really need right now. And I just really want to thank you guys for adapting to this binding authority suspension we're on. And even while we're on the suspension, and I don't really, well, now I am kind of dealing with it because I'm going back and forth, and I really see what you guys have to deal with. It's not easy right now. Most of you guys have all stayed positive and just kept on working hard. We could, complain and feel sorry for ourselves or have some type of way we feel about the company and stuff like that, but our attitude has been top notch, and that's something that I love to see because this isn't going to be the last time we're going to face something like this. There's always going to be challenges. In fact, the more we're trying to push and the more we're trying to grow, the more challenges we're going to face. So the fact that we have challenges is a sign that we're actually on the right path. Because if we're laying low, staying out of the radar, and barely writing anything, then we wouldn't go through any challenges. So sometimes when we really try to get to the next level, we have to go through difficult times, and that's something that you guys are doing as like champs. And then for the 2023 Hustle Award, we have 3 candidates. We have America with their numbers, and we want to give it up for Laura for also being nominated for this category, and then Jason for being nominated with this category based on just a hustle. Okay, this award is all about hustle. It's not about sales, production, or closing ratio, broker fees. It's just about who was here, who was on the phones. And for April 2023, this is a no-brainer. Let's give it up for the 4th month now, America. So again, the first time anyone has ever won that category, all 3 categories, and there hasn't been an agent that won this monthly contest twice, except for her, because she's won it now 4 times. Yeah, let's talk about the road that we're on right now.